Okay, so if you missed in the last part, at the end we basically made the decision to trade away anyone that really hadn't hit their potential yet. So, in that response, we traded away Nick Kingham, Mitch Keller, and Andrew Triggs. Keller and Kingham had a potential and were around 70 overall. Uh, Never really hitting their stride and getting older. Triggs was a pickup that was just basically struggling mightily in the majors. So in return, we picked up a few starting pitchers. Yanni Chirinos, who 3.5 ERA is better than. We'll show you. Triggs' ERA was 6.39. Kingham's was 5.51. And Keller's was 6.51. So basically, yeah, they all sucked. He also got Ryan Yarbrough, who is 12-1, an ERA of 2.32. So he is doing wonderfully this year. And also we picked up Framber Valdez, who is a good relief option so far. A little high on the walks, but all in all, not a horrible season. Basically, what we were doing wasn't working. Pirates, as we can take a look, are still 31-59, 16.5 out of first in the NL Central. And the Reds, who are ranked first, are 20th ranked. We are 18th ranked, yet we have the second worst record in the MLB next to the Marlins. Suffice it to say, we are struggling. So we're going to still try not to spend any money more than we have to. I know a guy like Yarborough is making 3.5 and Valdez 760, Chirinos is 955, but we basically have to do something, otherwise we will not make this team any better. And in a real world, we probably would have been fired by now. Um, it's more not about choosing the system anymore, it's more about finding someone or multiple people to make this team better. So we'll deal from a position of strength here. Well, not really strength, but after getting Valdez, Chirinos, and Yarbrough, we could probably use, or we probably don't need another pitcher since we still have Trevor Williams, who, even though he's struggling this year, has been a relatively good pitcher for us over our time here. We could use some bullpen help with guys like Kyle Crick is actually rebounded this year. But Rodriguez, 6 ZRA Liberatore, rebounded this year as well. Santana's 4.76. McGregor's actually not doing that bad. Feel like we're missing one of our bullpen guys. Or multiples. Let's actually take a look, 'cause I don't remember if we do have Cole in our bullpen and Alzolay as well, so if we're trading both of them, we can probably package them with Richard Rodriguez to get someone good, or a few good bullpen arms. Both Cole and Alzolay have B potential, same with Richard Rodriguez. We'll look at teams that probably would be willing to give up relieving help. We don't want to totally fleece the Rays. Those are kind of expensive options. Same there. How are these guys doing? Bedrosian's 3.6, Middleton 4.0. Garcia hasn't pitched. Ooh, Lou Trevino. 1.65 ERA. Ryan Buchter 2.52. Scott Alexander's an ERA of 5. But guys like Melanson 4.5. Dahl 2.63. I think we found our 3, yeah. Might not even have to give up. Yeah, we don't even have to give up Richard Rodriguez here, so we can use him in another trade. That'll add about $1.5 million of salary, which won't be horrible, honestly. We get 3 good relievers to add to our pen. We'll jump right on that. So Richard Rodriguez can go. I want to say that's all in our bullpen. Russell Martin has been mightily struggling. So I say he probably wouldn't add much to a trade. How's Elias Diaz been doing? He's also been struggling. If we can turn him into a backup, get a good starting catcher. Looking for teams with a good starter backup. You get a guy like Maybreeze Valoria, who's still a prospect. What do his stats look like? He's more defensive. Okay, Phillies, Yasmani Grandal and JT Realmuto. Yeah, we're not helping you out with that situation. Could pick up a guy like Tyler Stevenson. He's still more defensive, but he's not necessarily a liability offensively. Honestly, they'd rather give up Tucker Barnhart, which might add a little bit of salary, but if we set Russell Martin back and anyone else making somewhat amount of money, Robbie Grossman as well, it's pretty much even salary wise. Try to replace Grossman with a prospect. Oh, that's so close, yet they don't want to give him up for that. I could get a guy like Mike Ciani. Honestly, I'm fine with that. Let's make that deal. Get Tucker Barnhart as our starting catcher. 78 overall, 30-year-old, making only 3.8 mil, so not necessarily the lowest salary on the team, but it's not like we're acquiring a Eugenio Suarez type deal. Devers, how's he been doing? 228. Did he ever really have a good season? He's been hovering around like 250 with 15, 20 home runs. We could probably get a good first baseman for him. A guy like Jesus Aguilar wouldn't be half bad. Paul Goldschmidt's making way too much money. Max Muncy, that'd probably be a good pick. We'll come back to him, see if we see anyone else who might work out better for us. Luke Voigt. G-Man Toy. It wouldn't be horrible, but... Carlos Santana. Not doing horrible either, but I still think Muncy would be the best pickup out of anyone we've looked at so far. Justin Bour's a little expensive for his abilities. Matt Olson, if we're actually putting money into it. Although we'd have to re-sign him next year, and he's probably going to want a pay raise. I mean, Muncy will too, so it's like, what's the lesser of the evils? Ronald Guzman, not doing horribly. Devers still probably be a better pick. Healy, same stuff. Matt Adams is not doing very well. Anthony Rizzo, iffy. Reese Hoskins, not doing well at all. I could bring back Josh Bell. He's doing a little better in Chicago, but would he really want to come back after we just traded him? So I guess it's down to whether or not we trade for Max Muncy, knowing we'll need to offer him a new deal next year. Oh, they moved Cody Bellinger. Was Cody Bellinger a right fielder? I guess he might have been. Okay. Now we could also pick up a guy like Brett Lowry. Who do they have pitcher-wise we could pick up? They wouldn't want to go up like Floro. Or is he even doing that? He's doing pretty good. Yeah, we trade for Clayton Kershaw. Will we not even be able to add in that much salary? Really? I feel like that's... Yeah, I don't feel like that's true, because it says Kenta Maeda. It might be their extension. No, he doesn't have an extension either. I don't know why it's coming up with that message for those guys. Yeah, so if we take Lowry back, we're giving them back Justin Turner. That would be an improvement. Turner is struggling mightily this year, even worse than Brett Lowry is. I'd love to add Chris Taylor as well. I think that's what we're gonna do. It might displace Cargo. If they want, yeah, they'll take Cargo back. I think this is a good trade for us. So we got Rafael Devers, Justin Turner, and Carlos Gonzalez from Max Muncy, Brett Lowry, and Chris Taylor. So after that, our lineup probably looking a little bit better. They will stim up a day. It probably should have done any changes to the lineup. Looks like, yeah. So De La Rosa in right, Chris Taylor center, Adam Frazier at second, Max Muncy at first. Diaz would be like this platoon player for short. Giannis Cespedes still in left. Kevin Kramer would maybe shift over. Yeah, I'd rather have Kramer in as shortstop. Brett Lowry at third. Tucker Barnhart's the catcher. And here, yeah, okay. So let's see if we end up doing any better heading up to the trade deadline after our acquisitions. And okay, Pirates, calm down. 40 and 62. Still 13 and a half out, but after our acquisitions, we have went 1, 5, 6, 10 and 3, which is quite the turnaround. Head up to 30th. Mariners get Derek Rodriguez for quite a few prospects. Don't know who that is, but 82 overall. Not necessarily doing the best this season, but Seattle knows what they're doing, I guess. Ooh, we go on a losing streak there. 15 back. I don't think we'll make any more trades. Just keep on simulating. We need to turn this around quick. Yeah. We might make it to like 70 wins, but we're definitely out of it. 16 and a half back. Milwaukee's 71 and 62. Yeah, we are not going to make the playoffs this year. But both our minor league teams did, so you know, it's not all bad. We'll keep on simulating. Double A's have been eliminated. We might make it to 65 wins this year. Yeah. I mean, it's 65, but 70 is not attainable. So we go 68 and 94. I think at the trade we were 31 and 59, so we went 37 and 35. So we went 500 after the trades, which I'd say that's an improvement just because of how bad we were before those trades. Let's see how our team ended the season. De La Rosa, not a lot of power, but he at least drove in 63 runs, hit 323, stole 45 bases. I'd say he was definitely living up to that first round pick status. Kevin Newman, who they had in at first base for whatever reason. He was still a platoon guy, 297. I wish he would get more at bats, but I know that's how the game plays him. Adam Frazier, 21 home runs, not too bad. Hit over 300, but he steal a lot of bases, 11 steals. Chris Taylor ended the year with a great season, 284, 32 home runs, 25 steals. Whatever he wants, we'll give him what he wants next year. Almeidas Diaz didn't do half bad. I mean, he only hit 245, but 14 home runs, 68 RBI, 10 steals. Made the most of his time on the field. Colin Moran, I think he's one of the guys we trade away because 308 at bats, only 4 home runs. Yeah, he's one of those guys like Keller and Kingham that we just need to take advantage of that A potential. Might even be the same way with Newman because clearly he's not getting the time he needs. Kevin Kramer, for his limited at bats, he's doing all right. 7 home runs and 213 at bats. Cespedes, yeah, that backfired. I mean, we're only paying him $3 million, so it's not the end of the world. But 17 home runs, that's like a home run every 20 at bats. I was expecting a little bit more out of him. And Tucker Barnhart ended the year 9 home runs, 39 RBI. He didn't seem to play as much as you'd think he would have. I guess Elias Diaz still got a lot of at bats down the line. Neil Walker got called up, and so did Alejandro Parra. Seems like it added a lot of random guys to the 40-man roster. Brett Lowry did alright after the trade. Looks like he only got about 3 more home runs, I think 27 RBI, hovered around 275, so fine with it. Cole Tucker didn't get much playing time all year. Some of these guys they called up didn't give any. As far as pitching rotation, Tyon, respectable year. He was injured for a good part of it, but 340 ERA ain't bad. Musgrove, 363 ain't bad. Sharonos, same. Yarbrough kind of had a few more losses, probably because of our team, but he did pretty well. And Trevor Williams, probably a season to forget. 551 ERA. Yeah, struggled. Framber Valdez did really good even out of the pen. Santos got called back up. I think he got like sent down mid-season. Didn't do bad. Rhett McGill, not horrible. Liberatore fell off a cliff at the end. When we were doing our trades, his ERA was like 3.5. So that tells you all you need to know about that. Santana didn't do that great. McGregor kept going all season pretty well. Good rookie year for him. Ryan Dahl kept it up after we traded for him. Same with Trevino and Buchter. And Kyle Crick actually pitched pretty well. Yeah. And, yep, those guys didn't get any time, so we will sim up the offseason. Indians defeat the Phillies in the World Series. And this... Okay, that's coming off. So we'll advance the offseason. Hitting coach. We need to set a new contract. Todd Frazier retires. He spent the entire season down in the minors. And Neil Walker retires. I mean, he retires with us, so I'd say that's a good send-off. Robinson Cano retires with the Cubs and gets inducted in the Hall of Fame. Exclusive rights free agents. Ryan Buchter, what does he want? 3.5 million for a 35-year-old. I think we're gonna cut ties just because of the age, so the regression will probably set in here. Chris Taylor, I did say whatever he wants, we'll give to him. That's a pricey contract though. For a 74 overall guy. I mean, he does a lot well. I'm gonna say we hold off on it until he gets to free agency, then we try to lowball him. Tucker Barnhart, unless he wants like $2 million a year. He wants 3 a year. I'm gonna hold off on that too. Cespedes will definitely not bring back. Brett Lowry started to regress a little bit, it looks like. 1 year deal if it's not that expensive, 4.2, yeah. So I think we're gonna hold off on everyone. Go after hitting coach Brad Ausmus, yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'd say Richie Heinlein, like his long locks of gray. And we got him back. Or, well, free agent coach, so we got him in general. We'll go straight to free agency. Who we're looking for? Tucker Barnhart. So I'll try to lowball him with like $2 million offer. I felt terrible, but he's not worth 3.6 tests. Lowry was the other guy. We're not going to be able to lowball him where he wants it, but we'll still offer him 1.5. Chris Taylor, I don't want to necessarily lowball him to oblivion. Like 5 mil over 3 years? First star? Player option? We'll make it somewhat good for you. Compare back Andrew McCutcheon, he probably wants 4.7. Yeah, we're gonna offer him. Still gonna lowball him a little. It's a good backup plan if we can't bring back Chris Taylor. I think we're gonna end up there. It's a shorter episode after a lot of long ones. See what we do next. Whether we go all out for guys that might help improve the team, or if we just go back to our ways, because even when we spent, it didn't improve the team much at all, and we were only like 500 after trading for all those guys, so see what happens next.